Righto. I've got one more story to share with you from this new book, Much More Munch. And then after this story, I've got some great poems that I've never read before and I've never heard of, but they're in this book and I'm going to share them with you tomorrow and maybe another day next week. And on its way from Amazon.com, I have some more Robert Munch stories. So we definitely will not run out in our last couple weeks of school here. Okay, so this story I want to share with you today is titled Playhouse. And Michael Marchenko is Robert Munch's illustrator. And the book is dedicated to someone by the name of Renee Jakubowski and her family from Andover, Saskatchewan. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Really cute story, inspired by a real little girl and her real playhouse. And I'll share the backstory at the end, but enjoy the story of Playhouse. One day, Renee went to her father and said, "Please make me a playhouse. Our farm is way out in the middle of the woods, and I have nobody to play with except my little brothers, and I need a playhouse." So we know she lives on a farm, and they've got farm equipment. "Good idea," said Renee's father, and he made her a wonderful playhouse. It had real windows and a slide and a ladder and an upstairs and a downstairs. It was almost like a real house, but not quite. That's like everybody's dream of a playhouse. That looks like so much fun. Renee looks happy. The next day, Renee moved lots of stuff from her room into the new playhouse, and it was even more like a real house. Then she drew fish all over the walls of the playhouse, just like the ones on the walls of her real bedroom. Wow, she's a really good painter. Renee was happy for a whole week. Then she went to her mother and said, "Is this a city playhouse or a farm playhouse?" "Well, Renee," said her mother, "we live on a farm, so this must be a farm playhouse." "Good," said Renee. "If it's a farm playhouse, I need a play barn." "A play what?" said her mother. "A play barn," said Renee. She wants to expand. She's ready to expand. "I never heard of a play barn," said Renee's mother. But she was such a nice mother that she built Renee a play barn. It took her 2 weeks. I love it. Now she needs play animals. Renee moved some hay and some chickens from the real barn into her play barn, and it was almost like a real barn, but not quite. Then Renee went to her father and said, "I need a play cow." "A play what?" said her father. "A play cow," said Renee. "A farm playhouse needs a play barn, needs a play cow." "I can't build a play cow," said Renee's father, "and the play barn is not big enough for a real cow." Let's see what they figure out. "No problem," said Renee. "How about you give me a goat and paint it so it looks like a cow, and then I will have a play cow." That's crazy. So Renee's father got her a goat and painted it so it looked like a cow. Renee put her play cow, which was really a goat, in the play barn, and she felt like she had a farm of her own. But not quite. Oh no, what do you think she's going to think of next? Then Renee went to her father and said, "My play farm is out in the middle of the woods, just like our real farm. So it needs the tractor and the bulldozer and the tree snipper and the log chopper. Why don't you just park them by my playhouse, and then you will not have to make me anything new?" So her father parked the tractor and the bulldozer and the tree snipper and the log chopper beside the playhouse, and Renee played quite nicely for a whole month. Uh-oh, now what? Then Renee went to her mother and said, "A farm playhouse needs a play barn, needs a play cow, needs a play tractor, needs a play mommy, and a play daddy." "A play who and a play what?" said her mother. "A play mommy and a play daddy," said Renee. "No, said Renee's mother. You already have a real mommy and a real daddy. You don't need a play mommy and a play daddy. The real ones are too busy, said Renee. Ha, said her mother. I am not going to make you a play mommy and a play daddy. So Renee cut out a cardboard play mommy and a cardboard play daddy and stuck them on the side of her playhouse. And while she was at it, she made 2 play brothers. Look at her younger brothers are like, what? Are those supposed to be us? When Renee came in for dinner, there was a scarecrow sitting in her chair. What's that? Said Renee. That, said her mother, is my play Renee. She is always nice and never bossy. You can eat play food out in the playhouse with your play mommy and your play daddy. I think her mom kind of taught her a lesson. Renee said, Play Renee and I are going to go outside. Then the real Renee took Play Renee and fed it to the play cow, which was really a goat. And the goat ate all the clothes and all the straw, and soon Play Renee was completely gone. I don't think real Renee liked Play Renee. Then Renee walked into the kitchen and gave her mother a kiss. Was that a real kiss or a play kiss? Said Renee's mother. That, said Renee, was a real kiss from a real bossy daughter for a real bossy mommy. Now can I have a real dinner with my real family? No problem, said her mother. I like real bossy kids better than play kids anyway. And that's the story of Playhouse. Oh, one more page. And everyone had a real wonderful dinner. Except Renee, they gave her play food. She doesn't look happy. And the dad in the background has his coloring markers in his hands, and her brothers are laughing. The mom's like, see? And that's how it ends. It ends nicely. And there's a backstory, which I love about this new book. So let me share with you about Playhouse. In 1996, I received a package of letters from a grade 2 at Endover Elementary School in Endover, Saskatchewan. It was a small package since only 5 kids were in class that day. That was because it was negative 50 degrees outside and most of the kids had decided to stay home. One of the letters was from Renee Jubikowski, and it had a neat drawing of a playhouse on it. I liked the drawing so much that I made up a little playhouse story for Renee. In the story, she keeps asking for strange things like a play barn and a play tractor. Renee liked the story and sent me a photo of her real playhouse. Wow! It was quite a playhouse. It had 2 stories and a balcony and a slide. I had thought that her drawing of a playhouse with 2 stories and a balcony and the slide was a drawing of a pretend playhouse. But it turned out that it was a drawing of her real playhouse. So cool. Renee's farm had tractors and cultivators and tree snippers and tree snapper grabbers and lots of other stuff. And Renee's bedroom had fish painted on the wall. I decided then and there to make the Playhouse story in a book. I took lots of pictures to give to Michael Marchenko. So all the stuff in the book is real except Michael Marchenko, except for the one pterodactyl that Michael hid in a flock of Canada geese. I had not taken a picture of any pterodactyls. Oh, I never saw that. Oh, I forgot the sentence. In 1999, I decided to visit Renee's Playhouse. So he went on to say that she had this really cool bedroom and he took pictures. So let me see if I can find a flock of geese where Michael Marchenko was just being funny and putting in a pterodactyl in the, yep, there it is. There's the illustration. There's the flock of geese. And at the end, that's Michael Marchenko's way of being really funny in his illustrations. And that is the story of Playhouse. I hope you guys enjoyed all those stories. I will move on to the poems on these stories, which were all inspired by real kids, real letters. I'm really excited to share them. Bye, 2-0.